So if you're a beginner, use a sewing machine like this, you've probably seen the knots on the stitches, a needle that snaps on the very first stitch, or damages the bobbin, and a deep mark left by the presser foot. But the question is, why do these things happen, and how can we fix them? That's exactly what I'll show you today. Let's get started with the first one, knots. The knots showing up on the top randomly, that usually means your upper thread tension is maybe too tight. But here's the part most beginners miss. If your thread cone is sitting off the side or put at an angle into the first thread guide, it creates side tension before the thread even reaches the tension disc. So what about the result? The machine pulls harder on the top thread, causing it to bunch up and the knot on the surface. Put your thread cone directly under the first guide rod. Keep the path as straight and vertical as possible. You maybe wonder, only that one little shift? Yes, exactly. It can smooth out your stitch without touching the tension dial at all. But even with the perfect thread path, there are two more places that can slightly mess with your tension. The first is the threading holes. So how can we fix it? Check every single hole that thread goes through. Run a fan brush or soft cord through them. It seems small, but it makes huge difference in how evenly the thread flows. And then the second is the tension disc and the spring hook. If the disc is rusted or gritty, it won't grip the thread smoothly. And if the spring hook is dirty, stiff, or had lost its bounce, it can't control the slide between each stitch, and the stitches suffer. And how can we fix it? Gently polish the surface of the tension disc, never sand it, just smooth it out. Then check the spring hook, pull the thread slowly and feel it. It should have light resistance and clean rebound. If it feels sticky or weak, clean it or replace the spring entirely. So you fix the thread path, but the moment you start sewing, your needle snaps or worse. Oh my god, that isn't the threading problem. I mean the wrong needle. So different industrial machines use different needle system. And for this type of machine, you need a shorter needle, usually labeled as DP5 or PF134. But many beginners accidentally use DP17, also called 134-35. That needle is too long for this one, and so what happens? The hook and needle fall out of sync. The needle might bend or break on the first stitch. So how can we fix it? To double check the movement of the needle by manually rolling the machine before stitching. Okay, here comes the next part about the presser foot pressure and marks. So now your thread runs smooth and the stitches are looking clean. But when you flip the leather over, there it is, a long ugly pressure mark. That's a sign your presser foot working too hard. I mean the pressure spring is too tight. So we gotta fix it by loosening the pressure just enough so the foot still holds the leather properly. You will be surprised how light it can be and still work. And here's another problem. The presser foot is a raw material with sharp edges. Even if the pressure is light, a sharp or unfinished foot can still scratch the surface of your leather. So we gotta fix it by wrapping the bottom of the foot with tape. So whatever the types of the tape, you gotta try this. It adds a softer barrier and reduces friction. They all sound simple, right? But when they go wrong, you got knots, broken needles, and ruined leather with mark. So if you're just starting with machine stitching, take a minute to check these things before you sew. If this helped, leave a comment or tell me what problem you ran into with your machine. And see you next time.